अच्छा, आप देख पा रहे हो, स्लाइड देख पा रहे हो? मोहक, आपको स्लाइड दिख रही है?
यस सर, दिख रही है।
ओके, so this is your first chapter today, Introduction to Accounting. ओके, देखो अकाउंटिंग जो है वो बेसिकली जो लोग बिजनेस करते हैं, जैसे मान लीजिए कोई प्रोडक्शन करता है या मान लीजिए कोई आपको सर्विस प्रोवाइड करते हैं, ठीक है, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हैं, डॉक्टर्स हैं, प्रोडक्शन करते हैं कुछ लोग, कुछ ट्रेडर्स होते हैं जो कि आपको मटेरियल सप्लाई करते हैं, जैसे रिटेल शॉप है। तो ये जो बिजनेस के अंदर हम लोग जो फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शंस करते हैं, उसको जब हम रिकॉर्ड करते हैं तो उसका एक प्रॉपर सिस्टम होता है रिकॉर्ड करने का, जो कि हम अकाउंटिंग में पढ़ते हैं। ओके, so accounting is basically the 7 points. Very important. This definition is very important about what is accounting. So accounting is an art of identifying, then measuring, then recording and classifying, and then summarizing, and then analysis and interpretation and communication to the users of accounting information. तो अकाउंटिंग बेसिकली अकाउंटिंग में हम लोग जो फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शंस होते हैं उसको पहले आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं। तो फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शंस जो होते हैं उसके अंदर मनी इन्वॉल्व होता है। तो जो भी कोई ऐसी ट्रांजैक्शन है जिसके अंदर मनी इन्वॉल्व है उसको हम अकाउंटिंग में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं। तो जो ट्रांजैक्शन जिसके अंदर मनी इन्वॉल्व नहीं होता है, जैसे मान लीजिए आपके एम्प्लॉयज जो हैं वो बहुत सिंसियर हैं, बहुत क्वालिफाइड हैं, तो उससे आपको बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट होता है। लेकिन आप वो उनकी क्वालिटी को अकाउंटिंग में रिकॉर्ड नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि उनकी मॉनेटरी वैल्यू नहीं होती। तो ओनली दोज ट्रांजैक्शंस जिसके अंदर मनी इन्वॉल्व होता है उसी को रिकॉर्ड करते हैं। तो आइडेंटिफाई करने के बाद हम अपने ट्रांजैक्शन जो है जिस कंट्री में हम लोग बिजनेस कर रहे हैं वहाँ की करेंसी में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं। जैसे हम इंडिया में हैं तो रुपीस में रिकॉर्ड करेंगे, और अगर आप मान लीजिए यूएस में बिजनेस करते हैं तो वहाँ पे डॉलर्स में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं। तो अकाउंटिंग इज एन आर्ट ऑफ आइडेंटिफाइंग, मेजरिंग। ठीक है, अब हमने ट्रांजैक्शन जो है, जो फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन जो है उसको आइडेंटिफाई करके हमने उसको रुपीस में मेजर किया क्योंकि हमारा बिजनेस इंडिया में है। उसके बाद हम उसको रिकॉर्ड करेंगे। ठीक है, जैसे आप अपने सब्जेक्ट की नोटबुक्स बनाते हो, अकाउंट्स, बिजनेस स्टडीज, इकोनॉमिक्स, मैथमेटिक्स, तो उसके अंदर आप सारे क्वेश्चंस और एक्सरसाइज करते हो, तो उसका एक कोई प्रॉपर तरीका होता है रिकॉर्ड करने का। तो अकाउंटिंग में भी जब हम लोग फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन रिकॉर्ड करते हैं तो उसका एक प्रॉपर तरीका होता है, और जिस बुक के अंदर हम फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन रिकॉर्ड करते हैं उसको बोलते हैं जर्नल। तो जर्नल इज द फर्स्ट बुक ऑफ एंट्री, और यू कैन से जर्नल इज द प्राइम बुक ऑफ एंट्री। इट इज द बुक वेयर यू रिकॉर्ड द ट्रांजैक्शन फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम। So whenever I ask you what is journal, so you should be able to tell me, sir, journal is the first book of entry in which the transactions are recorded date wise. अब बिजनेस में बहुत सारे ट्रांजैक्शंस होते हैं, हम लोग बिजनेस करते हैं तो उसमें बहुत सारे एक्सपेंसेस हमें पे करने पड़ते हैं, और फिर हम अपने कस्टमर से अमाउंट कलेक्ट करते हैं। तो ये सारे ट्रांजैक्शन जो है हम डेट वाइज रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर। So in the journal book, we record the transactions in chronological order. Chronological order means in date wise, जो डेट वाइज ट्रांजैक्शन है उसको रिकॉर्ड करते हैं। मोहक, आपको समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ?
यस सर।
ओके, देन अब आपने देखो फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन को रिकॉर्ड कर लिया है। अब देखो, आप इमेजिन करो कि आपका बहुत बड़ा बिजनेस है, और इंडिया में और फॉरेन कंट्री में भी आपका बिजनेस है, तो बहुत सारे ट्रांजैक्शंस आप रिकॉर्ड करते हो, बहुत सारे कस्टमर्स हैं आपके, आपका बिजनेस बहुत बड़ा फैला हुआ है, तो वो जो सारे ट्रांजैक्शंस आप डेट वाइज रिकॉर्ड करोगे, उसके बाद हम लोग क्या करेंगे कि हम उसको क्लासिफाई करेंगे। क्लासिफाई करने का मतलब होता है कि उसको कैटेगराइज करेंगे, उसके ग्रुप्स बनाएंगे। सर ग्रुप्स क्यों बनाएंगे? ग्रुप्स कैटेगरी इसलिए बनाई जाती है ताकि जब आपको कोई चीज, मान लो कोई ट्रांजैक्शंस आपको फाइंड आउट करने हैं कि मान लीजिए कि आपका कोई कस्टमर है मिस्टर राम कुमार, और मिस्टर राम कुमार आपसे बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली सामान खरीद के जाता है, और वो आपसे कई बार क्रेडिट भी लेता है, यानी कि आपसे बोलता है कि सर मुझे उधार में अमाउंट दे दो, गुड्स बेच दो। तो वो मिस्टर राम कुमार को जब हम फ्रीक्वेंटली ट्रांजैक्शंस उसके रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, तो अगर हमें किसी पर्टिकुलर दिन में ये पता करना है कि मिस्टर राम कुमार से कितना पैसा हमें रिसीव करना है, तो वो ट्रांजैक्शन ढूंढने के लिए हमें बहुत टाइम लगेगा, जर्नल के अंदर जाके देखना पड़ेगा कि कब कब उसने हमसे सामान खरीदा था। तो उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि मिस्टर राम कुमार के जितने भी ट्रांजैक्शंस हैं उसको एक प्रॉपर फॉर्मेट में अलग से लिख देते हैं। तो जब भी कोई हमें मिस्टर राम कुमार के साथ अमाउंट सेटल करना होता है, तो उसकी हम पर्टिकुलर जो क्लासिफाई करी हुई जो ट्रांजैक्शन है उसको हम लेजर बुक में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं। तो जब हम लेजर बुक में मिस्टर राम कुमार का अकाउंट देखेंगे जाके, तो उसके अंदर हमें पता चल जाएगा कि मिस्टर राम कुमार से कितना पैसा रिसीव करना है, और उसने कब कब हमारे यहाँ से गुड्स बाय करे थे, कब कब उसने हमें पेमेंट करी थी। तो ऐसे हमारे बहुत सारे कस्टमर्स होंगे, बहुत सारे सप्लायर्स होंगे। तो उन सबकी ट्रांजैक्शन जो है अगर हम उनके एक एक पर्टिकुलर अकाउंट हेड के अंदर राइट डाउन कर दें, तो बहुत आसानी होगी कि हम उसको ढूंढ पाए। जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल कि आप, जैसे आप स्कूल में अपना स्कूल बैग लेके जाते हो, तो अपनी सारी बुक्स और सारी टेक्स्ट बुक जो आपके पीरियड्स होते हैं उसको प्रॉपरली लेके जाते हो ताकि आपको वहां पे कोई मुश्किल ना हो, और जो भी आपका लेक्चर चल रहा है उसकी बुक और टेक्स्ट बुक आपके पास हैंडी हो जाए। तो सेम तरीके से हम लोग जो है अपने जो जर्नल बुक के अंदर ट्रांजैक्शंस होते हैं उसको हम एक दूसरी बुक के अंदर लिखते हैं, जहां पे हमें किसी भी पर्टिकुलर आइटम के बारे में अगर कोई इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो वो मिल जाती है। तो वो जो पर्टिकुलर बुक होती है जिसमें हम जर्नल एंट्रीज को रिकॉर्ड करके उस दूसरी बुक में लिखते हैं जहां पे उसको क्लासिफाई करते हैं, उसको लेजर बोलते हैं। देखो मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, वी कैटेगराइज द ट्रांजैक्शन इन द लेजर। तो ये दो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर्स हैं आपके बुक में, जर्नल चैप्टर एंड उसके बाद में लेजर का चैप्टर है। तो इसमें आपको फर्स्ट टर्म के जो एग्जाम्स होंगे उसमें आपको इस चैप्टर में से बहुत कुछ आएगा। ओके, टीएस ग्रेवाल की बुक आप रेफर कर रहे हो?
यस सर।
तो उसके अंदर जर्नल का जो चैप्टर है वो चैप्टर नंबर 8 है, और चैप्टर नंबर 9 जो है वो लेजर का चैप्टर है। तो वी वर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट द मीनिंग ऑफ अकाउंटिंग। So accounting is a systematic process of identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting, and communicating the financial information to the user. Now it gives information on the resources available. तो अकाउंटिंग रिकॉर्ड से हमें पता चलता है कि हमारे बिजनेस में क्या रिसोर्सेज हैं। ठीक है, जैसे आपने साइंस में पढ़ा है कि कुछ मैन मेड रिसोर्सेज होते हैं, कुछ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज होते हैं, वैसे ही हमारे बिजनेस को रन करने के लिए कुछ रिसोर्सेज होते हैं। जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल कि आप प्रोडक्शन करते हैं, तो प्रोडक्शन करने के लिए आपको पास मशीन्स होंगी, तो दोज आर योर रिसोर्सेज। ओके, so accounting gives information on the resources available and how the available resources have been employed, यानी उन रिसोर्सेज को हमने कैसे यूज किया हुआ है। ठीक है, एंड द रिजल्ट अचीव्ड बाय देयर यूज। तो जो रिसोर्सेज हमने यूज करे हुए हैं, इम्प्लॉय करे हुए हैं बिजनेस में, उसमें हमें कितना फायदा होता है, वो सारी चीजें हमें अकाउंटिंग में पता चलती है। तो सबसे पहले आपने आइडेंटिफाई कर रहा, आइडेंटिफाई करने के बाद उसको मेजर करना, फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन को रुपीस में मेजर किया क्योंकि हम इंडिया में हैं, फिर उसको जर्नल में रिकॉर्ड किया, और जर्नल में रिकॉर्ड करने के बाद हमने उसको लेजर बुक के अंदर क्लासिफाई किया, ताकि हमें कोई इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो उसमें टाइम ना लगे ढूंढने में और क्विकली हमें मिल जाए। ओके, so after you classify all the transactions, we will summarize the transaction. देखो, ultimately the outcome of accounting is to find out the profit and loss of the business and to find out कि हमारे बिजनेस में क्या क्या रिसोर्सेज हैं और हमारे बिजनेस की क्या क्या लाइबिलिटीज हैं। तो ये ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है अकाउंटिंग का। तो ये अकाउंटिंग का जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है उसको पूरा करने के लिए हम लोग जो नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस करते हैं अकाउंटिंग में, जिसको बोलते हैं समरी बनाना। तो जब हम समरी बनाते हैं तो दैट मीन्स वी आर मेकिंग द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट, वी आर मेकिंग द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। So whenever I ask you what are financial statements, so you have to tell me that financial statement is the uh, two things are there in financial statement. One is trading profit and loss account and the balance sheet. Okay. What is trading profit and loss account? Trading profit and loss account is an account or it is a place where you will find कि बिजनेस में कितना प्रॉफिट हुआ है और कितना लॉस हुआ है। तो ultimately, the purpose of preparing accounting records is to find out the profit earned or the loss suffered. And then, sir, what is a balance sheet? So, balance sheet के अंदर balance sheet is a statement which will show कि आपके बिजनेस के रिसोर्सेज क्या क्या हैं, आपके बिजनेस में क्या क्या मशीन्स हैं, ठीक है, और आपके बिजनेस में जो भी रिसोर्सेज हैं वो सारी बैलेंस शीट में पता चल जाएगी आपको। और आपके बिजनेस की जो लाइबिलिटीज हैं, लाइबिलिटीज यानी कि जैसे हमने बैंक से लोन लिया हुआ है, राइट, तो जो बैंक से लोन लेते हैं वो हमारे बिजनेस की लाइबिलिटी होती है। तो बैलेंस शीट के अंदर आपको हमारे बिजनेस के रिसोर्सेज और लाइबिलिटीज का पता चलता है। तो जब हम लोग समरी बनाते हैं फाइनेंशियल रिकॉर्ड्स की, तो फाइनेंशियल रिकॉर्ड्स की समरी बनाने में सबसे पहले हम लोग एक ट्रायल बैलेंस बनाते हैं। ट्रायल बैलेंस क्या होता है कि ये जो हमने लेजर्स बनाई हैं, लेजर्स के अंदर अलग अलग अकाउंट्स होते हैं। जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि आपके कस्टमर्स का अकाउंट होगा, आपके सप्लायर्स के अकाउंट होगा, फिर जो आपने एक्सपेंसेस करे हैं, जो आपको अमाउंट कलेक्ट हुआ है, ठीक है, जो आपने गुड्स सोल्ड करे हैं, उन सब के लेजर्स होंगे। और उन लेजर्स की जो समरी होगी उसको ट्रायल बैलेंस बोलते हैं। सो ट्रायल बैलेंस you will study in your chapter number 13. Okay, so if you want you can write it down. Just write down, journal is the first book of entry. Journal is the first book of entry. Then after recording the entries in the journal, we post them in the ledger. After recording the entries in the journal, we post them in ledger. Are you writing, Mohak?
So can you repeat the last line?
Journal is the first book of entry.
Yes.
Then second sentence. After recording the entries in journal, we post them in ledger. We post them in ledger. Then next point. The summary of all the ledgers
So 1 minute. Yes.
Now, third point, the summary of all the accounts in the ledger, the summary of all the accounts in the ledger is called as trial balance. It is called
Called
as
as
trial balance. TRIAL, trial balance. Okay. Should I say the next sentence?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now write down financial statements include
Financial
statements include number one, trading profit and loss account.
trading profit and loss account.
Number two, balance sheet. Number two, balance sheet.
Yes, sir.
They are also known as final accounts. They are also known as final accounts. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So up till now we have done 5 points in accounting: identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, summarizing. Okay. Now after we have made the financial statements, the next step is to make an analysis of the financial statements. Okay. Just like you get your final report card at the end of the academic year, and your class teacher and the subject teacher, they write down how you have paid during the year. So similarly, the analysis and interpretation of financial data are carried out so that the users of financial data can make a meaningful judgment of the profitability and financial position of the business. So we do make an analysis so that the people who are looking at the financial statements, those are called as users. So when you analyze the financial statement, then the users can make meaningful judgment. Okay. The users of financial statements are like potential investors who are looking forward to invest in a particular company. So what they do, they analyze the financial statements. And after analysis, they make an interpretation that whether the business is good or not. This is the sixth point in accounting. And then finally, the accounting function involves communicating the financial data, that is, the financial statements to the user. The accounting information must be provided in time and presented to the users so that appropriate decisions can be taken at the right time. Communication of financial information is that the company discloses their income statement and the balance sheet. If you read the financial newspapers, you will find out that on every end of the quarter, the companies declare their financial position. The company disclose their income statement, that how much they have made profit, and if they have suffered the loss, then everything that is disclosed and that is communicated. So this is the meaning of accounting. So this is a very important definition that you will get in your examination, and you have to write it in a very perfect way, and it is not that difficult. It is a systematic process. It is there in your book on page number, the first chapter, accounting definition given by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. Okay, that definition is there in your book. You just mark that definition as important definition.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and then we will study the characteristics of accounting. So the characteristics of accounting is nothing but the seven steps of the meaning of accounting. So identification of financial transactions and the event, then measuring the identified transactions, then recording, then classifying. Okay, classification is the process of grouping the entries or transactions of one nature at a place. Now, to understand this classifying point, it is very essential that you understand it in a proper way because it will come later on. So, suppose, for example, you have businesses across India and some of your locations are on rent. Now, you are the managing director of the company and you want to know that how much is the total rent that your company is paying on the rented premises. So, that information you will get from the account of rent, and that account of rent you will get in the ledger. So suppose if you want to find out how many goods that we have purchased during the year, total amount of purchases that we have done. So that total purchase figure you will get in ledger. Okay. So ledger is basically classifying the uh, entries of common nature at one place. Okay. So all these are basically characteristics also and meaning also. Is it clear up till here? Any doubt you have?
No, sir.
Okay, good. So now, just like whenever you do any work, there is a particular process of doing the work. Okay, suppose if I tell you that you have to make a project on, say, the impact of COVID-19. So then you will ask me, sir, what is to be written in that project? So then I will tell you that you have to write, right, what is the impact of COVID, how many people are affected, then what are the precautions that we need to take to prevent the spreading of COVID-19. Okay, then all these things I will tell you, and then you will make a project. So what we are doing is basically we are following a particular process. We are following certain steps to make to arrive at the final project. So similarly, in accounting also, there is a particular process. Okay. So that accounting process is nothing but the financial transactions or the events, they are recorded and they are recorded in journal. As I told you, journal is the primary book of entry. It is the first book of entry. Now there are 8 types of journals. Okay, that you will study in the course of the entire course in the following chapters, but you should know what are the journals. So these are the 8 types of journals: cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return, billed receivable, bills payable book, which is not in your syllabus, so you can ignore them, and the last one is journal proper. So there are 6 journal books that you will study in the course, and there are chapters given in this book. Chapter number 10 and 11 is on basically the journal books. Okay, so the recording is done in the journal, and after that recording you will have to post them in the ledger, and that posting into ledger is called as classifying. And after you have prepared the ledger, you will prepare a summary, and in which three things are there: the trial balance, that is the summary of all the accounts in the ledger book, then the trading and the profit and loss account, and that is also called as a statement of profit and loss. And finally, you will prepare a balance sheet. Okay. So balance sheet is a statement. Write down next point, very important. Balance sheet is a statement which shows the resources and the liabilities of the business.
Shows
Resources, which shows the resources and the liabilities of the business. Which shows the resources and the liabilities of the business. So balance sheet is a statement which shows the
is
resources and the liabilities of the business. Okay. So almost most important things I am making you write in the book. In the next class, I will ask you. So every time the first 5 minutes of the class, there will be revision of what we have done in the earlier class, and I'm going to ask you oral questions. Okay. So after you have prepared the summary, the last two steps are analyzing and interpretation, and finally communicating the information to the users. So any doubt you want to ask?
no, sir.
Okay. So now we will move ahead, and a very important distinguish point that is most probably asked in the exam, and that is the difference between bookkeeping and accounting. So bookkeeping is basically concerned with identifying the financial transactions, measuring them in money, recording and classifying. So we have just seen the meaning of accounting and the first four steps, that is identifying, measuring, recording and classifying. तो जो फर्स्ट फोर स्टेप्स हैं उसको बोलते हैं बुक कीपिंग. ओके. एंड द लेटर स्टेप्स, दैट इज प्रिपेयरिंग द समरी, interpreting the results and communicating the results. So that aspect is called as accounting. So you can say that bookkeeping is at a very primary stage, and the secondary stage is the accounting phase, and it begins where the bookkeeping ends. And then who will do the basic work? The junior staff will do the bookkeeping work, and the senior staff performs the accounting function. Now, the nature of job, that bookkeeping is a clerical and a routine nature job, whereas in accounting lot of analysis is done. It is very dynamic in nature. Okay. Now what is the purpose of bookkeeping? So why do we have to do bookkeeping? See, if the books are not kept systematically, then it will become very difficult for the senior staff to prepare the financial statements. So, to maintain systematic records of financial transactions, that is the objective of bookkeeping. And then you will ask me, sir, why do we do accounting? We do accounting to find out the net results of operation. The net results of operation is that whether we have earned profit or we have suffered a loss during a particular year. Now, in accounting, the financial year begins from 1st April and it ends on 31st March of the next year. So, whenever I ask you what is accounting year, so you should tell me, sir, accounting year is the year starting from 1st April and ending on 31st March of the next year. So, that 12 months period is called as a accounting year. Okay. Now, in one accounting year, okay, there are basically 4 quarters. So one quarter consists of 3 months. So starting from April, May, and June, this is your first quarter. Then July, August, and September, that is your second quarter of the financial year. Okay. July, August, and September is the second quarter. And then October, November, December is the third quarter. And finally, the fourth quarter is from January, February, and March. Okay. So you should be knowing when is the quarter is coming to the end. Okay. So bookkeeping is to maintain the systematic records of financial transactions, and accounting is to find out the net results of the operation and the financial position. So when I say financial position, that means I am saying about balance sheet. Okay. Whenever I ask you about the financial position, that means I am looking at the balance sheet. तो अकाउंटिंग का पर्पस क्या होता है? प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस निकालना और एसेट्स और लाइबिलिटीज को, रिसोर्सेज को दिखाना, और उसके जो लाइबिलिटीज हैं वो सब हम अकाउंटिंग में दिखाते हैं. ओके. नाउ बुक कीपिंग इज द इट इज द बेसिस ऑफ अकाउंटिंग. अकाउंटिंग कहाँ से आता है? अकाउंटिंग आएगा बुक कीपिंग से. अगर बुक कीपिंग नहीं करोगे तो अकाउंटिंग नहीं कर पाओगे. तो अकाउंटिंग इज एट अ वेरी प्राइमरी स्टेज, whereas the sorry, bookkeeping is at a very primary stage, and whereas accounting is the it begins where the bookkeeping ends. Okay. Now in bookkeeping, you it is a mechanical in nature and it doesn't require any special skills, whereas in accounting it is a specialized job and it requires an ability to analyze and interpret the financial information. Is it clear? Any doubt you have?
No, sir.
Okay. So now the next one. So now the most important and the most common question that everybody asks is, sir, why do we prepare accounts? So very simple answer. We prepare accounts to maintain books of accounts. Now, if you maintain the books of account, then you will be able to find out the profit and loss account of the business. Okay. So if you want to find the profit and loss of the business, then you need to prepare the books of accounts. And then finally, the objective of accounting is to find out the financial position. So when I say financial position, that means I am looking at the balance sheet of the business. And in the balance sheet, I will see the resources and the liabilities of the business. Now, accounting helps the management. It facilitates the management. It is very difficult to remember all the financial transactions. So, accounting helps management to find out what is the profit or the loss of the business. And then finally, accounting provides the accounting information. Okay. Now, in your report card, I will come to know how much you have scored in physics, chemistry, maths, bio. Similarly, in your financial statement, we will come to know what are the resources, what are the liabilities, what are the expenses of the business. So, everything we will get from the accounting. Is it going fine? Any doubt you have?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, the next thing that we are going to study is what are the advantages of accounting? Why accounting is necessary? Does it help us? Yes. It is a very important function of management. Okay, it is like you can say it is the backbone of management. Accounting is the most important function. Okay, it provides financial information about the business. That what are the resources, what are the liabilities, what are the incomes, Then it helps the management because management has many other responsibilities also. They have to look into production, they have to look into sales and service, right? They have to look into the normal business operations. So accounting helps them to replace the memory. It's very difficult to remember all the financial transaction, and rather it is impossible in case of a very large organization. So the memory is replaced by the function of accounting. Then accounting helps us to make a comparative study. Just like we do comparison that how much we have scored in the first semester, how much we have scored in the periodic test. So similarly, accounting helps the management to make a comparative study about how our business has performed over the last financial year, or you can say how our business has performed as compared to our competitors, and how we can control the cost, how we can increase the revenue, so we can do how we can increase the income, right? So all these things we can do if we have proper accounting records. Then accounting records help us to find our tax liability. See, those people who are earning income, they pay taxes to the government so that the government can provide you basic services. So the tax liability of the business is calculated from accounting records. So accounting is very important to find out our tax liability. Then accounting helps us to avail loans from the financial institution. The financial institution or the bank will look into your financial statements to find out your financial strength. So that is an important function of accounting, that it will help you to get loans from the bank. And then accounting helps to act as an evidence in the court of law. So in case of any misunderstanding between the customers or the suppliers, and if the matter goes in the court of law, then the accounting record acts as an evidence in the court of law. Okay. Then accounting helps you in case you want to sell out your business, then it helps you to find your business value. So business valuation is the most complex and important subject that you will study in the later years. So accounting helps to find your business value, to help you to sell your business. Then accounting assists you in the event of insolvency. So insolvency is a situation where you have more liabilities as compared to your resources. So basically, your business has become bankrupt. The business is not able to pay their liabilities. So accounting helps us in the event of insolvency. अगर आप अकाउंटिंग रिकॉर्ड्स नहीं मेंटेन करोगे तो आपको पता नहीं चलेगा कि आप बिजनेस में सॉल्वेंट हो या नहीं हो, कहीं आप बैंकक्रप्ट तो नहीं हो रहे. ओके. Then accounting helps in partnership account. Now what happens in partnership accounts that there are more than one person, two or more persons, they jointly undertake a business activity and then they share the profits and losses in their agreed ratio. So that partnership accounts is very common kind of a business organization. And in the class 12th, you will study about the partnership accounts. And accounting is very helpful in case of partnership accounts so that we can share the profits and losses among the partners in the correct proportion. Okay, Mohak, any doubt you have?
No, sir.
Okay. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next part is the what are the drawbacks? What are the limitations? What are the disadvantages of accounting? So everything has some benefits and some disadvantages also. So this is a very favorite question, and you normally get a 4-mark question where you will be asked to write down the disadvantages of accounting. So the first limitation of accounting is that accounting is not fully exact. Accounting is not fully exact in spite of the fact that most transactions are recorded on the basis of evidence. Yet some estimates are also made for ascertaining profit or loss. See, in accounting, all the transactions, in fact, I can say most of the transactions are written in the exact manner as per the evidence. जो भी हमारे बिजनेस में हम पेमेंट करते हैं या अमाउंट रिसीव करते हैं, तो उसके बेसिस पे हम लोग बुक्स में एंट्री पास कर देते हैं, बुक्स में रिकॉर्ड कर देते हैं। लेकिन कई बार हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि वी मेक सम एस्टिमेट्स आल्सो। ओके, like for example, one of our customer, his financial position is not good, and we came to know that he is suffering losses. So we will have a threat that that particular customer will not be able to make payment to us. So we might suffer a loss because of his insolvency. So that estimate of loss we make in the account, and that is why we can say that accounting is not fully exact because we don't know कि हमारे को कितना लॉस होगा उस कस्टमर से। वो कस्टमर हमें कितना पैसा नहीं दे पाएगा ये हमें पता नहीं है, लेकिन हमें ये मालूम है कि उसकी कंडीशन बहुत खराब है। तो हम उसके लिए एक हमारे एस्टिमेटेड लॉस जो है बुक्स में दिखाते हैं। तो इसीलिए हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि अकाउंटिंग इज नॉट फुल्ली एग्जैक्ट। ओके, now the second point is that accounting does not indicate the realizable value. Realizable value is the realistic value. Okay, now when we record the transactions, we record the transaction at the price that we pay for it. Suppose, for example, we have bought a land in the year 2019 for 5 crores. Okay, and it is showing in the books of our business at rupees 5 crore. But if we want to sell that land, its realizable value or the realistic value may be more than 5 crore. So the accounting records will only show the amount that is paid for in buying the land. The accounting record will not show the realistic value. Okay. So this is one of the drawback of accounting. Then the next drawback is that it ignores the qualitative elements. Accounting is confined to monetary matters only. Therefore, qualitative elements like quality or the skill of management and staff, industrial relations, and public relations are ignored. So, accounting does not record the quality of your management, okay, the good relationship that you have with your suppliers. So, all these qualitative elements are not recorded in accounting, and therefore we say that it is one of the limitations of accounting. Now, the next point is that accounting ignores the price level changes. Now, accounting statements are prepared at the historical cost. Historical cost is the price that we pay for a particular transaction. So, records, accounting statements are prepared at the historical cost. जिस प्राइस पे हमने जो भी चीज खरीदी थी, बाय करी थी, तो उसी प्राइस पे हम लोग बुक्स में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं। Now, money as a measurement unit changes its value frequently. तो आपको मालूम है कि हमारे जो मनी की वैल्यू है वो चेंज होती जा रही है। We normally say that the things are becoming very expensive. So the value of the money is day by day decreasing. So that is called as the changes in the price level. तो प्राइस लेवल चेंजेस का जो इफेक्ट होता है उसको हम अकाउंटिंग में रिकॉर्ड नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि ये अकाउंटिंग का एक रूल होता है कि हम जो भी ट्रांजैक्शन रिकॉर्ड करेंगे वो उसके प्राइस पे रिकॉर्ड करेंगे जितना हमने उसको बाय करने में पे किया है। तो दैट इज द कॉस्ट। So we will not record the effect of price level changes in accounting. So this is one of the limitations of accounting. Okay. And then the last limitation of accounting is that sometimes the businessmen do manipulation in the account, and that manipulation in account is done to get some favors from the financial institution. Okay, so you manipulate your account to get some extra benefits. So that is called as a window dressing. So window dressing means manipulating the accounts in a way so as to conceal the vital facts. So as to conceal the vital facts. That is, you are trying to hide the important facts and you are presenting the financial statement in a better way than what it is actually. Okay. So in this situation, the income statement fails to provide the true and the fair view of the results of the operation. So sometimes businessmen do this window dressing to get some favors. So this is one of the limitations of accounting.